Right, show me audio as everything's working. Right, well I'm not streaming from the camera, the phone camera, because it gets too hot. It does get really hot when I'm live streaming for quite a long time, so I don't want to burn it out. Right, so what I'm doing at the moment is I'm reconfiguring some of my coils. I'm putting my coils back on, and I broke a wire off one, so right. I've got these little ball bearing attenuators, call them attenuators, that basically close the gap between the ferrite cores and the rotor, and I can adjust the height by basically think of them as like slugs. Ferrite slugs, whatever, basically it does the same thing, so I just basically push them. Actually I need to sand that one down, it's a bit tight. Oops, that was stuck on there. I forgot the solenoid is not even turned on yet. Right, get this one, I need to got some sandpaper gone. I really like the new design. It's a lot less cumbersome to work with. It's a lot easier to put the coils in and I can do a lot more with it, basically. And yes, I can put my concentrics in as well. I'm actually going to use back concentrics. I seem to have more luck with the back concentric arrangement, as in being on the back end. I think that's got something to do with the flux lines that are changing. Right, let's just test fit this in this bobbin so it's easier. And I need to sand a bit more of that off. I used a bit of acetone on these so they look a bit swollen. I think I'm just going to let that dry out a bit more because it's right. Anyway, that's it. I just let it dry out a bit more. It's probably just that. Where's my file actually? File gone. It'd be easier with a file. There's some little seam lines from the printer. I can see which one to come off. You're not really getting this actually, are you? Let's see if we can adjust the camera a bit. So yeah, that should be a lot better once it dries out. It's almost there. Once this has been drying for a little while, it will fit like a glove. Right, so bit of wire, where is it? There you are. Right, so basically I need to put my iron on. I'm really liking this TS100 soldering iron. The actual heating elements are in the tips, so when you swap a tip over, you're effectively getting a different iron element. I'm going to burn my finger in a minute. Right, so I went and broke a wire off here, so just solder it back on. Yeah, that's good. Right, we've got wires back on there. I actually broke one up here as well. I think it's this. No, it's not that one, it's this one. I don't know where the wire went for that one, so I'm going to have to look around for it. Oh, just find a bit more. It's probably underneath my generator. I'll be on the floor. Oh, bugger it, I'll just find a bit more wire. Around it somewhere. I have no idea where it went. It must be in the works. It's copper, so it's not going to stick to anything. See if I can find it. It's probably dropped in. Oh. Well, that's certainly done a runner. There's that piece of wire. Oh well, I'll find another piece. I'm going to snip a bit off the bobbin in the other room. Okay, I've got this little piece, so okay, right. That's the one with wire on it. This is the one with one leg missing, so soldering iron. I love the soldering iron. It turns itself off if I don't use it, which is really cool. It means that if I accidentally knock it over, it'll usually be off by the time I do that. So it's usually after a few minutes you forget about it. As soon as you pick it up, it turns itself back on again. Unless it's completely gone to sleep. Right, so one on there. That's that. Now I can unplug it because I've finished soldering. So, I'm going to put 4 coils in, and actually I'll wire, I need to get these 2 wired up first, because I want to make sure I get the polarization correct. So let's see which is which way around. I'll have to temporarily hook that up. So I'm sure which is which. Clip these onto my LED, rectifier. Oops. Flipping Chinese leads. Crap. Come on, grip. Right. Let's just give it a quick blast. Oh, this came off as well. Alright. Got it back to front. Kind of expected that. That one wants to go to that one. Where's my tweezers? I get a lot more juice out of this one than I did that disc one. But I'm wiring 2 coils in series because it gives me the voltage at a lower RPM and it's a lot safer. So if I have each 2 sets of coils in series, I could put the other sets in parallel to get more current. Right, this should work now. Oh, my LED light thing is here, so I'm going to have to move it so you can see it. Where can I put it? I'll probably have to stick it down here somewhere. Right, we should be able to see it there. Yeah. Oh, the RPM meter is in a funny place, so I'm going to have to move that as well. Especially the microphone wrapped up in the wires. RPM meter, where can I put this where you can see it? Well, you can see it and I can see it. Will it work on top of the microphone? Can't I stick it on here? Maybe. You have to bear with me in a minute, it's going to get a little bit noisy. Oh, actually this might interfere with the microphone. Let me find out. No, it doesn't. That's good. Let's see. Here. Let's get Cylindar out of the way now. Right, so if I move the table forward a little bit, it's kind of heavy because that lead acid battery that's on there. Right, that should help. You should be able to see the RPM now. Oh my god, there's such a lot of crap on here. I need to get stuff off here. There's too much crap on here. Let's just clear this table a bit. Let's just get rid of some stuff that I don't need right this minute. I need to put some tools away, really. Right, let's just have a quick blast to see if I've got this polarised correct. Will be, should be. Yeah. RPM. We're up to 5,000 RPM just then. Right, just a minute. Just need to move some more things out of the way. So the slugs. Now these are my back concentrics. So I don't want this to fall through and hit the magnets on the rotors because that will be kind of bad. These are going a bit slack actually now because they've shrunk. So what I'm going to have to do with that is blue tack. Some blue tack will stop them from falling out. That one's tight. That one's not bad. Oh, actually, that's going to be slack as well. The acetone's drying out, you see. So, So let's get some blue tack around the back of this slug and then it won't fall through. That's probably going to be a bit too far from it. So the slug basically goes in like that. Let's see, have a look far enough through. No, not yet. Ideally, if it generates more power at lower RPM, and if I get this height set correct, so these ball bearings are not kind of wilted a bit. So these ball bearings basically aren't sticking out. Let's just check it through this empty one, because I want to check the height on it. That should be a little bit more. I'll stick it on that back one, I think. I can't get it in there. Oh, my click's in the way. My RPM meter click is in the way for that one. Oh well, let's just leave that one off. Oh, actually I'll move the coils up, that's what I'll do. Just take that off a minute. Oh dear me, always something. I'll slide the coils a little bit nearer to me. Come off, you bugger. Right. So that one's to that one. I'm going to lose place. Push this coil up. Come on. I like the way I can slide them along, but they can be a little bit stubborn sometimes. Usually when you kind of get snagged up on something. Where's my plastic tool gone? Under here. No, it's not there. Where the hell is it? Oh, I have to use my screwdriver. Come on. I'll use my nail file. Come on, bugger. Why are you being so tough on me? I'll put these little catches inside it to. Oops. No, I'm popping the whole thing apart now. This one's just been awkward. I know why, it wants looking up a bit to the back, but front, popping along. It popped in easy. Why is it not popping out? It's rotating a bit, that's why. Hang on. Yeah, that's it. Now it should pop along. Come on. I don't want to break my bumming thing. I'm putting the assembly apart. I don't believe this. Why is it in so friggin' awkward? It went in easy. Just a minute, let's take this off. RPM meter off. Oh dear. Let's turn it sideways. Right. See, the whole thing comes apart this way, you see. For some reason, my bobbin has got... Oh, I see what's happened. It's come off the track. Come off this freaking track, that's why. There's a track for it to run along, you see. There we go. That's it. I think it come off its frigging track. Right, now. No, it's still off the track. It's on the track now. Now let's get it. Moved along now. Keep it on the track. That's it. There's a little runners, you know, like curtain rail runners. It basically slides along those runners, and if it comes off the runner, you're in for big trouble. And it's coming along easy now. There we go. I want it in this position here. Move it so you can see what I'm doing. And move it a bit further because I want the wires to come through. One wire, two wire. Push it back again. There we go. It's all come back together properly now. That's what happens when if you get it off the runner, that's when you have problems. Right, now the second one, this one, at this end. I want to move this over to this one. You've got to lift it while you move it, otherwise it kind of drops off the runner. That's better. Got you. Right. I've got to move it a bit further because I want the wires to come up through this hole, so move it a little bit, push the other one along a bit now. I can get the wires now. I'm going to have to go back a bit further. Oh God, it's so hot. This is still much easier to work on than the other one because I would have had to take the whole thing apart, the other one, just to get the coils out. But this one, nope, you don't need to. See, lined up. Right, now I can't remember now which wire was connected to which, so I think it was I think it was that one or this one. Because I'm wearing them as series. It's hard to tell when they're in there. Well, let's just hook them on gently and let's just try it like that. Wrong way round. My RPM meter's not even on there right now. Right, I'll do that one and this one. Well, these longer wires, the shorter wires, actually I need to rotate this so that the, oh bugger it, we'll get there. Friggin' wires won't reach. Just a minute. I need to rotate this bobbin a bit. That's better. Now it should reach. Ah dear. Ooh, my eyes are so bad. Oh, friggin' wire just snapped off. Shit. Hang on a minute. Right, these wires are getting shorter and shorter. Looks like the way things are going, I'm going to have to solder another wire onto this one. Right, let's just see if that's going to connect. Right, if that's going to fit right. Where's my white wire? These flipping clips are useless. sounds worse than it is. It's just the microphone's very close. Just a minute. This towel. Right, I'll mount it at an angle. Right. Now, if I put my concentrics on here now, we should get more output. So what we'll do, this lead acid battery is starting to go flat as well. Sorry for the moment. Right, so what speed do we get to when we look at the RPM meter? Right. What speed do we get to when the lights first come on? Let's have a look. About 3,000 RPM, right, when it first comes on. Now, so let's put my concentrics in, which should boost the... This wire's going to come off here, look. It's not even... hang on a minute. Where's my torch? I won't get it twisted on, right? Right, let's put this concentric magnet array in the back. Oh, it's a bit tight. Hang on. Blue taps come out now. This one's standing a bit more. I just want it tight on the back end, not on the front end. So, right, okay, is that in? Yeah. Let's check the end now, how far is it sticking out? Oh, it's sticking out, oh yeah. Push that down a bit. Oh. Right, so still not sticking out, but that's okay. This is simply a test with concentric coupling. Ball bearing fell out. That one's not tight either. I don't want them falling through and hitting the rotor while it's spinning at 5,000 RPM or something. But the blue tack's just there to give us a bit of insurance so it doesn't fall. Right. Okay, right, let's check that. Yeah. Alright, so at 3,000 RPM the light LEDs came on before, so here we go for another test. Look at that. We were only at 1,500 RPM this time. Right. Look at that again. Just at 2,000 then the LEDs came on. Right, let's keep going. at 5,000, those lights are very bright. 5,200 RPM at the moment. Now let's disconnect the LEDs. I'll find the long wire. Hang on. So we do have some drag. I think I'm melting my wires. Chinese ones. So what I want to know is how much current. What I want to know is how much current is actually going out to the LEDs, because I've actually gone through a big rectifier, a 12 volt regulator, which is on this board, which is right there. So these fucking Chinese wires are only well, there's only 2 amps going through them, but they're freaking crap, because these leads that you get from China, they're only rated about like 1 amp, but in theory they can only really carry about half an amp because they just get hot. Mind you, they're okay because I need to upgrade the wires. I've got everything going through this drop resistor anyway. I've got a resistor in line, and for safety, this is I've got what value it is now because I've got tape on it. But basically, I think it's a 3 ohm or 10 ohm resistor, and strapped to the resistor is a thermal cutout fuse. So it's thermal, so that when the resistor gets too hot, if it gets too hot, it trips this switch, which is a momentary thermal trip switch. So if the resistor actually ever gets too hot, the switch cuts the power off. So that's for safety. I use it on all my projects when I'm using batteries and things. And it's really useful to have, because if something happens and you draw more current than you want to be drawing, then I was monitoring the current on my meter anyway on the input, which is about 2 amps, which is not a lot really. But how much power are we putting into the LED array, that's what I need to find out as well. So I'm going to have to hook up my other meter for that. Let's put it on 400 milliamp range. I need to connect this up as well somehow. DC, so and where can I put the damn meter? Probably a sticker meter here. And then I've got to figure out how to connect it to this lot here. Hang on, this lead. Yellow lead, let's see. Can I connect to this yellow lead? I need another lead. I want another lead. Find one. Hang on a minute. Right, I found a lead. So I'll connect my positive lead on my meter to, I'll go around this way I think, to the positive output of this big rectifier. Right, and this leads to the negative of my meter. Let's see what code we're drawing. Right, that should work. Right, so this meter is going to show how much power is going to the LED array. Right. Right, here we go. That's about 47.5 milliamps. Let's set the concentric off. Set the other one off. It's stuck. Oh. It's gone down, look. The other one's got stuck in here. Come on, you bugger. Got you. That one was getting stuck. So the concentrics improve the output, and they don't seem to affect the speed, at least from what I could see, which is a good thing. I wasn't actually looking at the RPM, so I'll have to look at that when I play it back or something. Let me get this extra blue tack off here because there's a bit too much on there. I'm just test fitting things at the moment. Right, let's try that again. We're only drawing 1.6 amps at the moment on the input. Still only drawing 1.6 amps on in the input, but the RPM's gone up. that's interesting that the output's going up and the RPM's going up while it's under load. Very strange. Because my input current's the same, 1.63 amps. Yeah, so, yeah, that was really curious. That was very strange because my current was pretty much constant all the time at 1.63 amps, yet I took the load off, the speed went up, put the load back on, the speed dropped, and then the speed and the output, the RPM and the current consumption was going up, which is really weird. I mean, the RPM and the voltage output was obviously climbing again, so I don't know if that's something to do with this lead acid battery acting strange, but the current on the input was still 1.63 amps. Yeah, very odd. Yeah, these kind of anomalies are a little bit strange to fathom, but yeah, it's got obviously related to the voltage as the motor gets faster, the current seems to be constant, even though it's going at a higher speed. I'm not current regulated at all on this system. I just use a lead acid battery instead of a resistor. Well, anyway, interesting all the same. So basically, I can assume that for each two sets of coils, that are wound in this way, we can expect to get 50 milliamps per pair in series, which would mean that, let's say 50, 100, so that would be 100 milliamps per row, right, so each row, so that's 100, that would be 200, that would be 300, that would be 400, so basically if I had all of these slots populated with coils, I would only be getting a half an amp out of it, so I'm actually putting 1.63 amps in, but obviously with more coils there will be more of a loading factor, so the system probably would slow down even more. Yeah, anyway, it's fun, it's still fun anyway to play around with. We still have to fiddle it out and tweak things and Right, so anyway, I'll take my monitoring meter off because I don't really need it. I know roughly what the current is through this regulator. It's just I've got so much crap on it and it's getting really messy. Right, so I know that it's 50 milliamps basically per, well, if I had multiple LED arrays obviously, but yeah. Oh, my coffee's gone cold. And that's with coupling where the actual ball bearing, oh shit, I just noticed something. I think I found that piece of wire that I'd lost earlier. Either that or it's a hair, but I don't know what. Let's see what this is. Just spotted something. I don't know if I can get my tweezers in there to get it. It looks like a piece of, could be a bit of hair, I don't know what it is. wire, surely. Oh, it is I think it's that bit of wire that broke off. It's just dangling about. Well, it's difficult working here with all the magnets and the rotors. It's just grabbing my yeah, that's probably that piece of wire that came off. The one that I was looking for earlier. Oh, and my new ball bearing holders I've just completed off the printer. I made them shorter. So I can stick the ball bearings in like that and stick them in there and then push them through here to attenuate, basically. But they're a little bit tight, so I have to sand them down a bit. I made these a bit shorter than the others. The others are a bit longer. So the long one is the one with the ball bearing in it. Yeah. So I've just got a cup on one end where I can put the ball bearing in. I'll sand them down in a bit. There's not much to see at the moment, really. Because I'm still building this thing, I've got more coils to put in. I've got another 2 coils here from the original build that I did on the original. I've got to strip my old Bubbleator down actually to take the coils off there. Or I can simply wind some more coils, which I don't know. I'll probably just take the ones off the other one. I don't know yet. But I've got a few coils I can play with for now. I've got another 2 here, so I don't really need all of them yet. So these are actually, yeah, this is the same wind, the same 450 turns, 30 SWG wire. When you put them in series, that equates to 900 turns total when they're in series, so yeah, which is basically 1,000 turns, more or less, near enough anyway. But I'm really liking the new design I've done. It's so much easier to work with because the system, basically I'll use I've got magnets on these 2 pillars here, and it holds the system together, holds both halves together, so this whole thing splits. So these 2 sections here, these 2 sections here, the whole system just splits apart when I take those little caps off the bottom. There's a little plate there with Lego plugs, so with double-sided tape, and I just literally pop this off like this. And this bottom section will come apart. That's how easy it is. Much easier to work on. So I'm just pushing it back on, I don't take it apart right now. And the top section uses magnets to hold it so that the vibration doesn't work it, so it doesn't gradually separate. The magnets just keep this thing together, basically. Right. And then there's my drum inside, which you can see underneath, which is 4 cylinders, in series with each other, so that each section has its own magnet array, and the magnet array is alternating, so it basically, when one's south down here, this one's north over here, and then this one's south down there, and this one's north, so that they complete a flux circuit, basically. And the whole thing turns very easily. And there's my motor assembly with my pulley system and a belt tensioner. I'm going the wrong way. There's my belt tensioner right there. I've got a spring on it. Oh, the spring's fully taut right now. And I'm using one of those Chinese motors you get off eBay. There's quite a lot of them about. It seems to work. Seems to work quite well. I've got another motor I rewound actually, which I'm using on my air turbine system. My air turbine system is kind of back on hold. This is that. I'm using a motor rewound on there, which is working really well. That's that big one at the centre. That works pretty well. I've been experimenting with air compressions and stuff, but I wanted to get back to the magnetic generators because it's more fun, really. Right. What will we be doing next? I don't know. I'm trying to get this RPM meter better situated. Right. Anyway, I'm thinking wires falling off there as well. Hang on a minute. So that's negative. I want to click onto. Yeah. Let's give it another blast. LEDs. Oh, it seems to be running a bit slower for some reason. Let's take the couplers off. Right, okay, that's it for now, I think. Not much else happening. I still have to... these Chinese wires. Oh, God, freaking hot. This flipping thin and crappy wire. I'm going to have to... what I'll do is replace this wire because it's just junk. I'll change that out, actually. But, oop, that resistor's warm as well. I'll pop that one off and I'll stick my heavy duty one on here on this lead acid battery. It will be a lot better. But there's still another one of flimsy ones. Oh, actually, I think there's still a flimsy one over here. It's a lot better. It's closed, so that one's not so bad. It's the newer wires, the newer ones that just got ridiculously thin. So let's put this heavy duty wire on. More of the power will be dissipated by the resistor. You see this thing here. That's probably why I'm having these strange, anomalous behaviours. Now let's try it with just a thicker wire and the resistor. Better. A lot better. That's 2.3 amps input. Going down. I'll tell you, this lead acid battery is acting very peculiarly. It's one of my UPS batteries. It's from the other old UPS, and I think I need to get new batteries for the UPS. So I'm basically just using these old UPS batteries for running this thing at the moment. And the chemical reaction on them seems to be kind of weird. It goes up and down, and it's really interesting how the RPM seems to be changing with that chemistry change, you know. But the current output was pretty consistent. I mean, the current was actually higher that time when I put this thicker wire on here. And it's cold, which is what we want. And the other wire is actually cold, so that's good. That wire's pretty good. This one, even though it's thin. I really need to I need to rewind all this stuff. I need to put all better cable on these clips and just have to drop a resistor on there. We'll get around to it, because when you buy these cheap leads from eBay, you get what you pay for. You know. So I got this thing pretty well balanced. I individually balanced each one of these drums that's basically in there. What I did was, the drums that you can see turning inside, what I made was this little balance thing. Where is it? I made this little balance thing, so I put each drum on here separately, and these bearings, they actually turn very easily. So I just put my drum on each one with the magnets already in there, and just basically allowed it to find its bottom end, its own balance. And then I compensated, I added some stuff into the drum to balance it out, and once it was balanced out, so when I turned it, it always stopped and didn't keep turning, so to speak. And once I got it all balanced properly, I fitted them all in. I did each one, did all four of them separately, so they're all pretty well balanced. But there is some vibration. You always get vibration, no matter what you do. There's always a little bit of balance, because the spindle, the drive shaft might have a bit of run out on it, and that can cause vibration. So, and the microphone just makes it sound a lot worse than it really is, because it's right on the same table. Right, I think I'll end the stream for now. But I am happy with the results so far. I just have to do some more tweaking. As always, there's always more tweaking to do. That's the fun really, is the tweaking, you know. I like these bearings that I've got. I've got these replacement bearings. They're very, very quiet. There's virtually no noise from them at all. Most of the noise is just coming from the motor and the vibration of the system itself. Yeah. I'll have one more blast. See that? 8,000 RPM just then. 8,000 RPM. Yeah. Alright, see you later, alligator.